is good? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about the price of the diamond Giannis Antetokounmpo and NBA 2K24 MyTEAM, and if you guys should lock in for the card. Now, before we dive any further into that, if you're new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button as we're on the road towards 130,000 subscribers. When you think about Giannis, you've got to think power forward center position. That's what you've got to think. And honestly, right now, I think we've got a lot of depth at that power forward center position. That's my personal opinion. I think we've got a ton of depth just sitting there. Whether you want to talk about Jaren, whether you want to talk about Chris Bosh, whether you want to talk about Anthony Davis, whether you want to talk about running Andrei Kirilenko at the 4, whether you want to talk about Wilt, whether you want to talk about Shaq, or even if you want to talk about the new Chet that came out. I am a firm believer that Giannis is probably the best power forward in the game. But I'm also a firm believer that he is not a need in my team. Because when I look at this card, how much better is he than a guy like Chris Bosh? How much better is he than a guy, let's say, like Anthony Davis? He's definitely better. I'm not going to sit here and lie. He's the best power forward in the game. But is it by that much? I don't think so. And so when I'm telling you guys that this card costs a crazy amount, just believe it. Because even when you look about the Brandon Ingram, Peja, Michael Ray Richardson, Kermit Washington, Ha Seung-Jin set, this set alone is going to be 450,000 MT. VC wise, I don't know, probably like $40 worth. And so that's the thing. You're going to have to pay $100 for Giannis. And sure, there's going to be people that are like, Ty, that's not bad, that's worth it, whatever. Think about the cards that come with it. AK is good. Not going to deny that. Paul George is good. Not going to deny that. But outside of that, and Chet, that's all you're getting from the set. And you guys are probably, oh, that's 4 cards. That's a great set. 4 cards. But who out of those cards makes the best team in the game? Paul George does. Giannis does. Chet probably does. But I mean, how much are they really improving your squad? So let's say I got Paul George. How much better is he than Brandon Roy? Not much. How much better is Chet than Jaren or Chris Bosh or Giannis? Right? You're gonna have to use Chet or Giannis. I have a hard time seeing all of that be worth it, in my opinion. Especially when you can just go, and this is my opinion on things, you can go buy Jaren if you don't have him, use Jaren for a little while, and then go and sell Jaren back. Right? That's my whole thing. Buy Jaren for 112,000 MT and sell him back in a week or before his price drops. If you really want a new power forward, that's my whole thing. I haven't even talked about this Joel Embiid card, who I think is just as complete as Chet, especially on the interior. I just don't see the whole need for Giannis Antetokounmpo in my team. It's not like he's a great new point guard. It's not like he's a game-changing player. Yes, Giannis Antetokounmpo at the 4 is absolutely elite. But what is your need for Giannis right now? What is your need to spend $100 on Giannis? There's no need. Shaq, when he came out, was so far ahead of the rest at his specific position. When Shaq came out, there was no center that could compete with Shaq. I can't say the same with Giannis. I couldn't say the same with Kevin Durant. And that's why I didn't lock in Kevin Durant. And I'm glad I didn't. That's why I'm not going to lock in Giannis. And I'm going to be glad I didn't. Because there are other guys that can go out there and compete. And again, if you want specific guys in the set, go get them, but don't lock in the set. Let's say you're a really big Paul George fan. Fine, go get Paul George. Don't lock in the set. Let's say you really want to run AK. Go get AK. Don't lock in the set. There's really just no need to. That's my opinion on things. Is there anybody in this set that's even going to play? No. You got to lock in for Chet to even get anybody that's going to play. I just have a really big problem with this set. And I'm saying $100 if you go and grind out all of these freaky agendas. If you're just an all money spent player, I'm telling you guys right now, this set is really not cheap. It's just not. Because you're going to have to spend, I don't even know how much BC. I think they were like 50K a piece. So in total, you're going to have to spend a ton of money on the set. So you're basically, with this and just the other players, you're already looking at 450,000 MT. That's over $100. And then with the set today, you're looking close to $150 if you don't grind out these 3 guys. I'm just telling you guys right now that yes, Giannis makes the best squad in the game. Chet makes the best squad in the game. Paul George absolutely makes the best squad in the game. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat things. AK probably does too. But 2 out of those guys you can buy directly through the player market and sell them back. And I just don't see Chet or Giannis being worth $150 when Jaren's in the game, when AD's in the game, when Wilt's in the game, if you have Shaq, or even if you have Anthony Davis. I just don't think it's worth it. That's my opinion. I'd go as far as to saying Banchero can compete with those guys as well. That's my opinion on things. A power forward center at this stage of the game has to be a game-changing level player. And I don't think Giannis is that. I don't think Chet's that. If you want to go lock in for Chet, if you want to lock in for Giannis, do what you have to do, but you're going to be wasting a ton of MT. You guys have seen my MT go way down. Why? Because I've been trying to pull Giannis or Paul George from the pack market recently, and I just have had no success doing so. And I'm not saying, oh, that's 2K's fault, because it's my fault that I've been doing that, but I have gotten a lot of players along the way, and so I can't really be too mad about it, because when I do go through and sell these guys, I'll make a lot of my MT back. I just don't see the need for Giannis. I'm going to say it like this. I wouldn't open packs, and I wouldn't buy Giannis. If you want to spend money on the game, I would wait a week, see what we get next Friday. And my whole thing is, even Michael Jordan, who I think is absolutely elite at the shooting guard position. If you got Michael Jordan the first day he was released, and you graded him, you're going to basically lose 70, 80,000 MT on Michael Jordan. And he's going to last a very long time. For 3 weeks when you sell it. You lock in for Giannis, lock in for Chet. That's great and all. But what happens when they drop a Kristaps Porzingis next week? Who's the best center in the game? What happens 2 weeks from now when Victor Wembanyama comes out? I'm just asking you guys. What happens when LeBron comes out and your small forward position is already too stacked somehow, and then you got to run him at the 4? What are you gonna do? These players are locked in. You're not gonna be able to sell them back. That's the problem I have with lock-ins. I don't think Giannis, a month and a half from now, is going to play on the best squad in the game. I don't. Come Christmas time, y'all think Giannis is still on the squad? That's the question I'd ask before you guys spend all of your money on the game. And for me, I cannot make the case he is worth it. So for me, when it comes down to this set, I've got a lot of these cards. I was thinking, if some of these cards are good today, I'll make the case that he's worth locking in. Because for me, all I'd have to do, buy Paul George, buy this set, I could get Giannis super easy today. I'm not doing that. It's a waste of money, waste of my MT when I don't need it. I have the best squad in the game, basically. I don't need Giannis. Let me know your thoughts on it. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.